Throughout the course of doing these vlogs, a lot of people have asked me the one question: who are the people or the individuals who have inspired me throughout my life? And you know what? I have a very strong belief on inspiration. You can never have too many sources of inspiration. I try and learn something from every single person I meet. If I go outside, if I'm on the street, if I'm speaking to people, I try and take one thing from every person that I meet that I can learn from. Whether that's a positive or negative experience, there's always something you can learn from everyone, and that is my philosophy in life. When I go out and do my thing, you know, I always believe there's something that can be learned from everyone, and that is something to remember as often as possible, whatever you're doing. Do not stop learning, no matter who you're meeting. There is lots of inspiration out there. But that doesn't really answer the question, does it? Because it doesn't answer the one person who I think is inspirational. If I look at inspirational individuals, there are a lot who I think are brilliant. I'm going to give you something really, really personal in this answer. The person I think is really inspirational to me is this guy. Now this here is a guy called Gerry Ellison. Now Gerald was my grandfather. He was the owner of this house behind me, and you know, he was just such a great guy, and I want to tell you more about him and his life. He looks a bit like Pablo Escobar or something in this photo, but I can assure you he's probably just going on holiday or something. He always liked to turn out and dress well. Right folks, I have come back in the house to finish the last section of this part of the vlog because it's absolutely freezing outside. Literally it has went to like 3 degrees, something like that. Properly cold. Too cold to be out there doing vlogs. Anyway, as I was saying, this guy. This is my grandfather, Gerry Ellison, or Gerry as he was known, and he is the one I want to talk to you about as the person who inspired me a lot throughout my life. Now if you see on my finger right here, I actually wear a ring. Now this ring is not of any value really, to be honest, but it does have a lot of sentimental value because it was my grandfather's ring. And I'll wear it to remind me that if you want something in your life, you have to work really hard to get it. And that's what my grandfather was all about, and that's why I think he is so inspiring. Now my grandfather's story is quite a long one, but I'll give you the short version. My grandfather, Gerry, was brought up in working class Edinburgh. He was from a working class family, and you know, they struggled. They were not rich people throughout their upbringing. But my grandfather, he was an entrepreneur right from a very early age. And when he started a family, met my grandmother, he went about building a small business empire here in Edinburgh. Now believe it or not, that empire actually started off here in Edinburgh with ice cream. You see, my grandfather, he bought an ice cream truck. And he went all around the city, all around the shorelines, especially in the summer month, and he sold ice cream. That's what he did. He worked really, really hard. And with the money that he made from the ice cream business, he reinvested it back into his own company, and eventually made enough money to buy 2 ice cream trucks, and then he bought 3 ice cream trucks, and then he had a fleet of ice cream trucks running around Edinburgh selling his ice cream. He became something of an ice cream king here in Edinburgh. And the reason I find this so inspiring is my grandfather wasn't like a university educated person, neither am I. He was someone who decided he wanted to work hard, make a business, and make a good go of it himself. And he succeeded. And it's a story of whatever you want to do in your life. If you want to get something, all you need to do is work hard, put the effort in, have a little bit of talent. Everybody has talent in them and you can find it. Once you have that, run with it, work hard, don't give up, don't take no for an answer. And that's what my granddad did. He eventually sold his ice cream business and made enough money that he could buy a hotel. And after a number of more years, he sold that hotel and bought what was to become one of the biggest venues here in Edinburgh for hotel and leisure that he built up over decades after that. And it became really an important point for tourists here in Edinburgh, that they all came and stayed, especially around the summer months and the festival. But the point is, in this vlog, I don't want to get too much into those details. I just want to say, the question about who inspires me, there are lots of people. And as I say, the knowledge pool is very, very vast out there. There are so many knowledgeable people. Everybody you meet is worth having a deep conversation with and take something away from it. Whether that's a good person, a knowledgeable person, a positive experience or a bad one, you can always learn. That's how I progress with my life. Take as much knowledge as you can from everyone you meet. But there are a few really inspiring individuals out there, and my grandfather was one of them. Gerry Ellison, great guy. It's a great shame he's no longer with us, but I want to live my life to the values that he had, which is work hard, play hard, but work hard at what you want to get, and one day you will achieve it. Never give up, and it doesn't matter what your background, where you came from, what kind of education you had. If you work hard, you can achieve your dreams. And that's why I wear his ring, to remind me that nothing is off limits.